So, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Jesse. I've been working with Josh on his podcast.
Here, I got my SEMA 24 book right here.
Right on.
Sweet.
Okay, so you got a podcast, okay?
Yeah, and we do. Where I'm out in the Seattle area, and I work with Auto Trim in Seattle, and I have some other clients that do marketing and that kind of thing. So, and I work with Josh on some projects, and we're doing a new SEMA Pro Cup Challenge website, and we're excited about this. So, thanks for taking time to meet with us, man. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
Jesse's the marketing guru. So if you ever need anything in the marketing world, you can hire
we try
him.
to market as much as we can. We do a lot of videos on Instagram and Facebook and a lot of different things trying to promote ourselves. We probably could use some help with getting out there more to broaden our audience even more.
That's awesome, man. We just have a few questions for you today. And so this is just a relaxed conversation. I have just like one or two questions. Josh has a few of them, 4 or 5, and this shouldn't just take a few minutes. So
yeah, cool.
And then we'd love to do one toward the end also after you're done with the project. So
before the
show. Yeah. And can you just give us a little background on who you are, how you got into the business, and then what your business is and what you guys specialize in before we talk about the Pro Cup Challenge itself? I'd love to hear a little bit more about it.
Sure. So my father, back in the early to late 70s, my mom and him would buy like cargo vans, and they would build them into basically what's becoming popular again with these vans. Okay. So they made these cargo vans into campers, and they rented them out. And if people wanted to buy them, they sold them. And then somehow, I don't know how my dad got involved in the fiberglass business. My brother would probably know better, but he started building the high tops for the van. And I don't know if Josh, you know any of this.
But this was way before van life, and this was way before it was popular.
Before van life, yeah.
It was probably weird. It was probably kind of a real niche weird thing at the time. Like, what are you guys doing?
I grew up with my mom would drive a Dodge. I think they called it a maxi van, the Dodge full-size van. And we had a huge high top on it. We had a bunk bed in the front and the back. We had cabinets in there, like kitchen cabinets. My dad put stuff in there. And then this just eventually evolved into my dad just selling the van tops all over the country to people all over the country because it was so popular back then.
So was he shipping stuff to Elkhart?
All over the place.
Yeah.
And all over the country. They were selling stuff. And he actually used to make at one point he made a lot of stuff for Fleetwood motorhomes too, though. He made the back and front ends of the Fleetwood motorhomes for many years. And then they eventually opened their own place, their own fiberglass shop, and they did their own. They actually had them ship them to Elkhart or wherever they were in Elkhart, and they basically wanted to know how they shipped them, and then they started making their own.
Yeah. And
then it kind of evolved into the Landau top market, the fiberglass shell that got covered. I don't know where to look when I'm looking here because I'm trying to look at your picture here. Fiberglass tops for the Lincolns and Cadillacs and Buicks, they get covered in the material. So I kind of grew up in the automotive aftermarket world. We did sunroofs, we did Landau tops, we did all the chrome packages, pinstriping, all that stuff. And then I just decided we needed to get into something else. So we actually bought a couple cars at one of the Manheim auto auctions through one of our dealers. Paid them a small amount just over because we went and picked the cars. And we put leather in those cars. This was in 2001. I started doing leather, but I've been doing all the other stuff myself since 1994, full time since 94. So in 2001, we bought cars and just started putting leather in, and we do lots. We're not a huge leather compared to some of the people in the city, but we do leather here pretty much every day.
Wow.
And one of my dealers years ago asked us to do, hey, can you lift this Jeep? And we're like, okay, figure it out. And we've been doing it for over 20 years now. So we do, so kind of this has always evolved, so we do heated seats, we do lumbar, we do leather, we do the lifts, wheels, tires, spray and bed liners. We custom make all our own exhaust systems for like F-150s, for Silverados, things of that nature. So it's just, we do a lot of conversions packages for car dealerships, and we have more retail customers than we've ever had.
Yeah.
Always kind of chased the car dealership business. But more and more retail comes as people know us, people get referred from car dealerships. And we have a lot of repeat customers that just come to us, that just let us build their stuff. So that's pretty much what we do.
That's awesome. So had you ever, in the last few years, have you been to SEMA to see the Pro Cup Challenge?
I went in 21 and 22.
Okay.
Myself and one of my employees went. We were going to go after. We just decided not to go.
Yeah.
We're 21. I haven't been out there in, I don't know, eight years. So it's been a while. You know, we just kind of been busy focusing on business and just we were busy and just busy doing stuff, you know. So it wasn't our number one priority to go to SEMA. I mean, once you've been there, I don't feel like it's something you have to go to every year, but it's a lot of work. If you go as a consumer, as a buyer to the show, I mean, it's a lot of work. If you want to actually walk the show and talk to a lot of people, I mean, by the end of the day, you're like, oh, you want to go back to the hotel room and take a nap, but then you end up going to dinner and, you know, and you end up going out and having some fun somewhere, you know?
I know it can be, and then you bring people out. Oh yeah, it can be a lot. So so what made you decide to get in the Pro Cup this year?
Chuck actually really,
So Chuck Graff, who won it last year, right? Yeah.
Chuck really, I got to send my one employee a message really quick. Chuck encouraged me. I mean, he had a fun time with it, and I learned about that through him. And we're friends. We call each other and help each other if he needs something or I need something. And I think it's really good in the community. I mean, Josh, we don't talk that much. We've talked a few times, but it's good when you have partners out there that you can get with. We can all solve problems. We can all try to help each other. You know, I'm not directly competing with you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not directly competing with Chuck. So, well, why can't we help each other out? You know, we can all help each other and try to make our businesses better and try to evolve. We're always trying to come up with what's next. Yeah. What's next? You know, like in the automotive world or in business world, what else can I do? You know, so
yeah. So tell us. Go ahead and tell everybody. I mean, what's your idea? What are you guys bringing to the show?
So we build a lot of Ford F-150 trucks, and I know it's one of the #1 selling trucks. And you know, from reading about the Pro Cup Challenge, I really want to do something that we didn't just make up. I'm trying to do something that we've made up for our shop that works for us, that sells well. So why wouldn't I want to share that with somebody like you? Because I'm not going to compete with you. You could build this for the dealers, and you could say, this guy does it over here and it works.
Yeah.
So we're going to do an F-150, if you know the models, the XLP 302A package. None of those come with leather. We're going to do some kind of leather in it. We're not going to we want it to be custom, but we're not going to make it too wild. We're trying to appeal to a masses of people. I don't want to put neon green in there because you might hate neon green. So that lessens the market of who you're going to sell it to. I want to do things that are elegant, that look rich, but not, you're already limited the market by building a custom vehicle. So we want to still try to keep that market as broader if you can, you know. So we're going to basically do just a ready lift, 3.5-inch suspension lift, which most shops can do because most of it's bolt on. We do a lot of 6-inch lifts. In fact, I just delivered one to the same dealer that I'm getting the truck from. There's a lot more cutting and a lot more fabrication involved. Yeah. So we're trying to keep it like the 3.5-inch lift. We do 20-inch wheels, 35-inch tires. We do spray and bed liners. We're gonna put our exhaust on it, but obviously customers can just buy whoever exhaust they want. But we custom make all our own. We weld it. It's all 409 stainless, mandrel bent, so it's not shrunk on the corners or anything. Probably gonna add some little bit of LED lighting to it, not a lot. We're going to do some kind of leather interior. We're going to add heated seats to the rear with our leather. We're going to add ventilated seats to the front with heat, which is something new. And then we have graphics that we put on there. We call our package the Adrenaline Edition.
Adrenaline. That's what I was going to ask you. So it's got a name. So we're going to be looking for the F-150 Adrenaline. Yeah.
So in the F-150 Adrenaline Edition, if you guys are interested, you can look on my Instagram. We have a lot of videos on there. Yeah. I get on there and talk about a lot of the things and try to tell the details of the truck to help sell the truck on through my social media, but I also share it to the dealerships so they can promote it. Working together as a team to get stuff sold. So people around here, our customers know that Keystone Styling is the Adrenaline Edition. So it's cool when we see them go down the road. We know what ones are ours and what ones aren't. You know, awesome. Most people don't take graphics and things off of trucks because they're proud of what they got. You know, it's unique. So.
What color is it? Exterior?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
It depends on what the dealer has coming in. I would prefer to do black or a carbonized gray, but it's really going to depend because we're not trying to build the truck too soon. Because if I build it too soon and it's sitting over there, they're going to sell it.
Yeah. So, you gotta wait until it's right.
Inventory is changing all the time. Like this dealer, we were hammering trucks out and they're selling them really quick, and then all of a sudden we got a dry spot where they ran out of trucks for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So that kind of hurt us for like, this just happened for like 3 weeks. They ran out of trucks, and now they barely have any trucks right now. So it's kind of like, you got to get it when you can get it. But if you build it too long, or I just have to tell them, we can build it now and you just can't sell it. If somebody wants it, they can buy it after the show. We're going to promote it as the SEMA build. So it's, you know.
So how was the dealer when you gave him the idea about, hey, we're gonna take one of your trucks and we're gonna take it to the SEMA? It's gonna be in the SEMA show.
This is my #1 Ford account that I do the most amount of business with lifted trucks. We do used lifted Jeeps, used lifted Gladiators. We do used and new Broncos. We do F-150s, new and used. We do a lot of new. Immediately, yeah, we're in. We'll do it.
And what's their name?
Blaze Alexander Ford.
Blaze Alexander Ford. Thank you, Blaze Alexander Ford. We'll make sure to.
Blaze Alexander owns over 20 dealerships.
Okay.
And he's a very nice guy. If you ever run into him, he's a great guy. Talk to him, you wouldn't even know. So
yeah, that's awesome. So they were all in. They're like, yep, no problem.
Yeah,
take it to.
I mean, we're gonna give them.
Yeah,
they're gonna have minimal cost involved in this, and it's gonna be a good promotion for them and good promotion for us. And they should be able to hit a nice profit when they sell this truck for sure. So
that's awesome.
It should be good. We try to create win-win situations. You know, that's how life can get better and go forward. You know.
Yeah. I have a question. By the way, do you go by Ken or Kenny? What do you prefer?
What I go by Kenny, but usually what I tell people is keep calling me, call me whatever you want.
Kenny sounds cool. So
I go by Kenny all the time. I say Kenny. If you watch my videos, I always say, hey, I'm Kenny, Keystone Styling Kenny, or Kenny from Keystone Styling. So I always go by that. But I just tell my customers, call me whatever you want, just keep calling me.
Awesome. So I love it. So Kenny, assume you win. You're going to be the winner, right? What would that mean for you, your business and the dealership you're working with? How do you envision maximizing that or promoting that? Like how does that help you as a restyler if you win the SEMA Pro Cup Challenge?
I mean, I would think that would signify that we're doing something right. That, you know, I mean, we're all in hard businesses here, and we're always trying to figure out, you know, with the way the world is, we got to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And one of the reasons I wanted to do the F-150 is, well, everyone I do sells. It sells all the time. They don't sit there. They don't sit there for 6 months. You know, I can tell you the last 6-inch lifted truck I did was 21 days. The one before that was 9 days. So I do look at how quick things are going to turn. Same as car dealerships. If it doesn't turn, they don't want to do it. They got to turn the inventory, paying floor plans, doing all these different things, you know? So
yeah,
we're doing something that already works. So I think that it would show that these guys know what they're doing. They're not just building some off the wall, crazy SEMA build, which stuff's cool to look at. We kind of also pride ourselves in building vehicles that are daily driving trucks, that you can take this truck and it's still a truck. You can use it as a truck. It's not a show truck. You don't want to put something in the bed, you know?
Yeah.
So we pride ourselves on trucks. I mean, we drive expensive vehicles over here too. I mean, I never thought I'd be driving a $100,000 Bronco Raptor or a $100,000 TRX, but we are. You know, we customize those as well. So I think it would show that we're doing something right. You know, it also show my dealer, like, hey, these guys are, you know, they already know I've been doing work with these guys for many, many years, but also just would make our level to them, hey, these are the guys, don't use anybody else, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but
absolutely. Well, that's awesome. That's exactly what the Pro Cup Challenge is, right? Everyday drivers. We wanted to make this challenge different than all the other stuff out there. So that's why we put a cap on it. And
well, I think it's a great idea of exactly what you did, because it really is making it so that guys like yourself could build this and be like, what works over there? Let's try it.
Yeah.
You know,
let's go nationwide.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Well, thanks for spending a few time with it. And we will look forward to talking to you after it's done. And we want to hear about some of the challenges, some of the issues, some of the wins, some of the losses.
We're going to add a couple little things into the build that we don't always do, because I am trying to watch the prices and make it so that it's a profitable package, you know, and I'm not trying to squeeze all that money and make it so it's all parts. I mean, you got to make it so you make some profit in there. But we're going to add a couple little things. I have some vendors and different people reaching out to us and, hey, we want to put this in there. Hey, I'm like, well, I'm limiting what I'm doing here. I'm going to stay in control of what's going on with this, you know. So
good.
Anytime. It's great meeting you. And
and to get to find out more about you, it's KeystoneStyling.com, right? Out of Pennsylvania.
KeystoneStyling.com.
And also the Instagram you mentioned, that's Keystone Styling.
Keystone_styling, and Facebook is just Keystone Styling. Look us up. We trying to make videos of a lot of stuff that we do, and try to help promote. So check it out.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much, Kenny. Appreciate your time today, man.
Anytime, guys. I look forward to this. It'll be fun.
All right, brother.
Awesome.
Well, hey, we'll be talking soon.
Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you for being with us again, Ken. Can you just for our listeners, do a little recap on what was the vehicle that you were working on and what did you do to it? And also, what was the dealership that provided it? Just kind of start with the background and help us get started again.
Okay, our really good customers, Blaze Alexander Ford in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, provided us with the truck. We ended up doing a 3.5-inch suspension lift. We do this package and we call it our Adrenaline Edition package. So it's a 3.5-inch suspension lift, 20-inch wheel, 35-inch tires. We did rear wheel well liners, clean that up a little bit. We did a nice custom leather interior with some special stitching and things of that nature. We added heated rear seats to the vehicle because it already had heated front. We did a custom dual exhaust. We do in-house. We build all our own 304 stainless custom exhaust. We weld everything, make our own hangers, and then we just put on a ceramic powder coated tips on the back. So it's a fairly. We did some red caliper covers. I'm looking at my list here real quick. We did colored seat belts. We did colored caliper covers. We recalibrate the speedometer, just all the things to make everything correct.
Nice.
We had a lot of fun with the build. We made a lot of cool videos and did a lot of pictures, and we're really excited about it.
So how did it turn out exactly the way you had envisioned it, or did you have to pull any audibles?
So I really we build a package similar to this for the dealerships that already work. It already works. We do this a lot. But we did upgraded wheels, fusion forged wheels. We did a fancier leather than normal. So we just did some upgrades from what the normal package would be, which made it fun and made it just a little bit more appealing, I think,
Yeah. So do you think some of your dealer customers might like this more upgraded version, or are you gonna try to stick with just the normal when you go back out?
I don't think that the price of the stuff, the upgraded version, is a little bit more, but I think that they haven't seen it. I haven't shown it to the dealership. I thought about taking it down there because it's done. We still have it. The shipper hasn't picked it up yet. I thought about taking it down there, but I'm like, I don't know. I might just wait till after because I know that they're going to be excited. We'll probably even make a video recap when it gets back from SEMA, when we deliver it to the dealership to get their reaction of what we've done and the upgrades from what the normal is, So
yeah. Cool.
What was your favorite part of this whole process?
Favorite part of the whole process, huh? I think really just coming up with the idea and trying to do the upgrades from something normal, what we do. I don't know how much I'm supposed to tell about it,
You can tell as much as you want, because by the time people hear this, they're going to be able to see it too.
Yeah, we want the real deal.
So on our leather interior, we did a diamond stitch leather interior. We did an underlay underneath of it. So in the center of the diamonds, it's perforated. And then there's an underlay. So the black interior, it's got red underlay. It's got red stitching. And then we also did a baseball stitch on the outside stitching. We did a baseball stitch, which is 2 colors. So it's actually silver, which is like the factory match color would be for the stitching for an F-150. And then we integrated red. So then we did red caliper covers. We did red seat belts. What else did we do with red? Our Adrenaline Edition graphics are red. We did all the logos on the outside of the truck. So we did all our people's logos on the bottom of the rocker of the truck. We just did them in matte black to kind of ghost them in. So they're not like, bam, here I am, but they're still there. And then we did on the front windshield, we did SEMA 2024. So when the dealership sells this, they're selling it as the SEMA truck, Awesome. So, and then on the graphics for my company and the graphics for Blaze Alexander, we did those black and red. So it's kind of like a black and red theme. So it actually really all looks really good. So we're really thrilled about it.
Why don't you tell us some of the sponsors that helped you out, some of your platinum sponsors that helped you out?
So Ready Lift donated the suspension lift for it. Fuel Wheels or Wheel Pros donated the wheels for it. We got a discount on the tires. We still had to pay for the tires, but we got a discount on it. Forescan, the company, we just buy a program to do speedometers in certain vehicles. That was something that we already had. We use rough country wheel well liners. We didn't ask them for them. I mean, they're inexpensive. They're like $70-$80. You know, they're not really expensive. So then Leathercraft, I pretty much told Leathercraft what I wanted to do with the interior, and they came up with throwing the baseball stitching in. And I was like, hey, it's a cool idea. So it's going to be really neat, you know? So they donated that. Seatbelt Planet donated the red seatbelts. So I'm looking at my list here as we go. Champion Seat Systems, or I don't know what their actual name is. I call them Champion. They donated the heated seats for the rear. And then MGP donated the caliper covers, the red caliper covers.
Awesome. That's exciting. Well, how did the team, how was the morale and the excitement from the team?
We've got it's not always easy to find good employees, but we've got a really good team of employees. You know, I've had employees where I had to babysit and I have to worry if things are going to be done right, and I got to check every little thing. We've got a really good team, and we all help each other. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun making the videos. We did time lapse. Took so many pictures of lots of different things. We try to have fun at our shop, you know. We try to treat our guys good. We buy them lunch a lot. We keep good morale, you know. So
it's awesome.
Everybody had fun with it, you know.
And what are you going to do if you win?
Well, we're in Vegas. We're going to party, right?
Does that include getting me and Jesse a drink?
Oh, absolutely.
We're locked in now. Awesome.
We'll open the tab up.
That's great.
We're excited. I mean, it's definitely going to be something that, you know, winning that if we win this, when we win this, you know, it's going to be exciting. So it's going to be recognition for what we're doing at our shop. I mean, we're really, I focus really on building custom packages. You know, we do just leather, we do just spray and bed liners, we do that kind of thing too. But we really focus on selling conversion packages, and we've been successful doing it. So we're just trying to get more and more dealerships to do work with us. You know, we have a lot of good clients that we do work for, but we're always trying to add new ones, you know.
Absolutely. Well, we are super excited to see the Adrenaline in person in Vegas, not that far away. So we will definitely look for you.
I'm excited to see some of the other builds too, that what other people have come up with, you know.
It's a great year. A lot of people came to play. It's great. So you guys, I'm glad you guys get to judge it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I read about some of the judging things the other day. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited, and I'm going to cast my vote for whoever I thought did the best job. I mean, that's in these categories. I'm going to be like, just whatever I think is what we're going to go with, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it'll be fun. I'll be working with you guys and leading that. So can't wait to see all your input and excited to see it. Maybe to finish up, tell us again how everybody can find you guys on the web or social media.
We've got our website is keystonestyling.com. Social media is Keystone. For Instagram, it's Keystone_styling. For Facebook, it's just Keystone Styling. We also have a YouTube page. We also, I believe, have TikTok. I let my employee do that stuff. He's really good at it. He's actually the one that made all of the videos are made by our guy in-house, all the pictures. So we didn't hire outside people to do that. We do a lot of that already and try to really, you know, when we build vehicles for dealerships, we really try to promote our company, but we also try to let people know, hey, this vehicle's over here. Go get it here, you know, so we can just continually keep moving forward.
Awesome. Well, thanks
I don't
again.
really know where to look on my screen here.
No, it's all good. We appreciate it, and thanks for taking the time with us. And we will see you in Vegas, sir.
Yeah, I look forward to meeting you guys in person out there, and it'll be a fun time.
All right. Thanks
Awesome.
again.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you.
Have a
Great
great
job.
day.
All right.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much.